welcome back. We're gonna do an unboxing today of some plants that I ordered at plants.com and other supplies, and then I also have a 1 week and a 2 week update for you at the end of this. At least I think 1 week and 2 week, maybe even 3 after that, but I'm pretty sure it's just 1 week and 2 weeks of the plants from this order. Yes, so let's get started, I guess. The first plant I ordered is a Philodendron micans. That's what I'm unboxing here right now. I've been wanting one of these for a very long time. I used to have a very tiny baby plant that I propagated off of a one-leaf cutting, but at some point during the journey that one died. So I haven't had one since, and also I've never ever had like a full lush plant that's like vining down or anything like that. So I ordered one. As you can see, it's the Philodendron micans. This one has, I wasn't like 1000% happy with this when I unboxed it. Like you can see some of the leaves have some like yellow dots on them or slight yellowing towards the edges of the leaves, but also this one, that's kind of what you get when you order plants online. You can't actually choose the exact plant that you get. You don't know what exactly the plant is going to look like, what condition it's going to be in, whatever. But there is 4 actively growing vines in this, or at least there is now. I don't know if there was when I unboxed it. It looks like it's 3 here. But I am very happy with that plant. I love it. I just wanted to have one. I'll show you again later, but I also ordered some pon because I've been wanting to try that out. We're gonna do that in this video as well. Repot one of my plants into this pon. Then I ordered these wall leaves, as they call them. They're these little like sticky bits you can attach to your walls and then kind of guide your plant's vines up your walls, I guess. Like you stick the back part, the white bit here on the back, onto your wall, and then through this little hole the vine of a plant would go, so you can have them climbing up your walls, I guess, without having to drill any holes or anything like that. And then the last thing I ordered, objectively the most exciting thing I got was this. You know how they do the sustainability boxes where you can order them? I think they're quite inexpensive. I actually forget how much these are. And then you just get the plants that they can't sell at full price anymore, but it's just like cosmetic damage or they grew a bit wonky, but it doesn't really matter because you can still, if you just give them some love, they will look like beautiful, perfect plants in like a week or 2, and then no one will even know that you didn't pay full price for them just because they had they were a bit wonky. So that is this next 6 plants I'm unboxing. That alocasia just there that I showed. The next one is also an alocasia. There was, out of 6 plants that I got, 3 of them were alocasia, which is quite a lot, I think, but I don't mind because I currently only have 1 alocasia in my collection, I believe. It's the Micholitziana and the fried egg, so 2 actually. But yeah, that's kind of the same plant, basically, just variegated and non-variegated. So I was pretty excited to get some new ones. Then we had the full green one, and then there's this one, another alocasia with very, very different leaves, very silvery blue-ish, which I kind of like. It's exciting because I don't have any plants like this except for my Cebu blue, but that's not an alocasia, so that's pretty cool. Then I don't know what the next one is actually. That's the first 3 that were in this little thingy. And then we have the next 3. Womp womp. I think, oh yeah, right. Well, you can already kind of see which one I'm gonna be most excited about. But that has actually kind of changed now that they've grown a bit, the one that I'm most excited about. This Anthurium, which I have been trying to identify for a really long time. You'll hear me yap about that later, but I don't know. Someone said it was some kind of peplaminum hybrid, but as these plants come unlabeled in the sustainability box, I have no way of knowing. But there is that tiny leaf. There was like a new growth leaf on that, as well as on the one that, like the first alocasia that I showed. This is next, this philodendron. I would have liked to get more philodendron, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. I mean, obviously that's the point of the box, is that you can't choose what plants you get. But I do quite like philodendron, and I don't have that many, I don't think. Or that's kind of a lie, but yeah, I don't know. I just like philodendron for their hardy leaves and unproblematic growth patterns or whatever. This is the one that I was most excited about at this point. It's a Rhaphidophora tetrasperma, but it's variegated, or at least the bottom 2 leaves are variegated, and then towards the top of the vine it's reverted, as you can see, which is probably why they can't sell it as variegated Rhaphidophora anymore. Which is why it's ended up in this sustainability box. I was very surprised by this because they also have the version where it's rare plants, like the rare sustainability box, which is not the one I got. I got the cheapest version, just common plants, and then I got a variegated Rhaphidophora. So I was very excited, but it's also reverted, so duh. Anyways, we'll talk about that later. This is the Mycans. I've put it in this really cute pot, which I have no idea where that's from. Not IKEA, I can tell you that, but I don't remember. And then this is an IKEA box, this clear box, the classic. I used to use these as humidity bins all the time, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do now. For all the plants from the sustainability box, the philodendron, all 3 alocasias, the Rhaphidophora, and the anthurium. They're all gonna go in here. I'm just, arranging them in a way that all the ones that have new leaves incoming have room for those leaves to fully grow and unfurl or harden off or whatever. Yeah. That's all of those in this bin, and then I'm just putting that next to my IKEA cabinet so that it gets some like residual grow light. Yeah, and then this is my Alocasia Fryedeck that I got in my last video at the, Dana, I think? Yeah. It's been growing pretty well. There's a new leaf there. It's unfurled fully. It looks really good. Still hasn't dropped any leaves. It's about to change. I have this plastic cup. I'm gonna just build a self-watering pot myself. Then I'm putting this clear nursery pot inside. Fits perfectly. That wasn't planned, but it's amazing. And then I have some cotton string. I don't know if it's actually good to use that. This is my first attempt at making, or even like I don't have any bought self-watering pots, and this is my first attempt at making one. I just cut the string. This is way too long still. I'm gonna cut it more later. And then we're gonna fiddle it through the drainage holes of the nursery pot. But then first, before we put this plant in pot, obviously we have to get rid of all the soil. So that's what I'm gonna do here. Trying to not break any of the roots. Obviously that's not 100% possible because if you're trying to get rid of all the soil, the roots are kind of just entangled with the soil and everything. But I tried my best to not ruin this whole plant and have it like lose all the progress that it's made in soil. But yeah, that's me getting rid of all the soil, blah blah blah. That was the point I could get to. There's still some soil in between, but I'm about to rinse them off. That's what I did after this, and then they were pretty clean, I would say. Yeah, here we have them rinsed off. I mean, that looks pretty good to me. You can't get rid of all of the soil. That's kind of impossible. So then this is the little situation I've got going on. I've like threaded the string through the drainage holes of the nursery pot, and then just popped that into the plastic cup, which is gonna hold the water reservoir. Then I rinsed the pond. That's why it's in a little, what's it called? Sieve? No, that's not what that's called. Yeah, it also fell over here. Nice, good job. I don't know what it's called. Is it a sieve? It's not a sieve, I don't think. Whatever. So we're just using the pond as if it was soil, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. This is my first time doing it, so don't take any tips from me. I don't know anything. Yeah, but I'm just filling up the pot around the roots, getting this plant, trying to have it in the middle and also trying to have it standing up. All the leaves are leaning towards one side, so it was kind of hard to plant this without it being lopsided in the end. But I tried my best. Yeah, or like kind of shoved it down so it would hold the corm up straight, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, and then I mixed up some fertilizer water in a water bottle. Yeah, you can see it here. And I'm filling that into there, letting it flow through the pond and moisten the pond, I guess. I don't know. And then go into the water reservoir at the bottom. I was kind of annoyed here because the water is so murky, even though I rinsed the pond. But I think that's kind of normal. I mean, through watering this the next couple times, I'll rinse out the pond every time and then hopefully get the water at the bottom to be clear and not look like that because it looks kind of gross. Yeah, anyways, I'll hand you over to my 1 week update self. Bye! Okay, ta-da! We're out of focus. Okay, so I just did this and then remembered that I was going to film it. So the first thing I did notice, or the only one I've looked at so far, is this alocasia. I still don't know what that is, but I'm going to take that out of this box for sure, because I noticed, as you can see here, this leaf did mold. Like, that is for sure mold, and this next leaf is also kind of molding. God, why am I shaking so much? But apart from that, good news, there's a new leaf right there, a very large one actually, and the roots are coming out the bottom, looking healthy, not looking moldy at all. So I think if I just cut this off, this molded leaf there, and then repot her into one of my square pots, like a slightly bigger one than what this is in right now, and then put her in the cabinet, just down there somewhere. I think I could clear a spot, like maybe move some things up. Like, I have quite a bit of space up there actually, so I could just move some things and have a corner here that is sustainability box, because I don't really want to mix them with my stuff yet, because I don't know. They've only been here for a week and we don't know if they've got any pests or anything like that. So I don't really want to mix them fully with my stuff yet, but I could put them like in a separate corner in the cabinet, I think. So that's what I'm going to do with this one for sure. So she's going to move out, but let's have a look at the rest. So the corner is the Rhaphidophora, if you remember that. This leaf was out already when I put this in here, which has only a tiny bit of variegation. We remember that. The more variegated ones were at the bottom, but there is now, if you can see that, whoop, there, a new leaf growing from this. I don't know, I'm trying to see, but we can't really tell yet if it's going to be variegated. It gets some leftover light from the cabinet, like, because it was standing right here, right? It was like this. Boom. So, yeah, I mean, once I move it out of here and put a proper grow light on it, I'm actually not too worried about getting the variegation back. But, yeah, there's a new leaf, and I will wait within the box, I think, for that to come out, because I don't think this one is part of the mold gang. Let me see. Let me actually take her out just to have it confirm. That's looking pretty good, I think. Is that mold? God, I'm always so worried about mold. Like these bits here. Oh, actually that is... But it's just like the little sheaths, or whatever that's called, that were around it. And they are a bit moldy, I guess, but
they've just kind of dissolved. The plant itself is green and not moldful, or whatever you want to call that. Does this need water, actually? It's so hard to tell with all this, what's it, like a fern? I don't think that needs water. Could use a repot probably, but we're gonna wait for that next leaf to be out, I think. I will just put her back in the box, in her corner. I don't know if it's ideal for her to actually touch the box, because like for example with this, the bit that did mold was the part that touched the sides of the box, because that's where the actual like water droplets are. But I think I just want her to like be supported, you know, like the back stem. She'll just fall over otherwise. I just want her to touch the corner. So I think I'm just gonna leave that there. Next we had what I believe is a black velvet. Just regular black velvet. Here we are, Gorgina. And she is making a new leaf, as you can see. So that's very exciting. I don't think there's anything other than that to report about this one. Nothing changed. We've got some roots coming out. Are they? Very thin roots. What's going on here? She's kind of very angled. Like the corm is super sideways in that pot. But I will fix that once I repot her. But for now, I think that is just gonna stay in here until it gets that leaf and, I don't know, establishes it a bit more. We can put it in this corner now because the alocasia's gone. Boom. Then we've got the, what's it? Anthurium. I have no idea what this is still, but yeah. So the leaf, this was already on the way out when I unboxed it. Can we show this properly? Hello? Yeah, there. This was already like there when I unboxed this, and I was really worried that it would be damaged. But it's like gradually increased in size, and it doesn't look like it has any damage from the shipping. You know, Anthurium leaves are very delicate when they're not hardened off yet, but I think this one will be fine. It's pretty tiny still. It's probably gonna get bigger. This was the leaf before, the newest one, right? Let's check. Yeah, this is the newest one before. I don't know if it'll get bigger because it was in shipping while it was unfurling, I guess. But it's still getting bigger, so that's great. We've got roots down there. I think this one's happy still, so I'm gonna just, as well as, like, same for this one, I'm just gonna leave it right there and not touch it for now. We've got this alocasia, which I'm still not sure what this is either, but we've got quite a lot of yellowing and browning around the edges. So actually for this one as well, I think I might take this out of the box, repot it, and put it somewhere else. I don't know if that's even going to go in that cabinet. I think it might just go somewhere else because I'm worried that it has some kind of disease, and I really don't want to mix that with anything else. That would just really suck. So let's not do that. Okay. Last one is the philodendron question mark, question mark, question mark. I don't know what this is. Once again, I said maybe, what's it? Melanochrysum? I'm not sure, like it's leaning quite a bit. It could be gloriosum if it leans more. I mean, at this stage, like it's so baby right now, we can't really tell. But anyways, this leaf to me looks new, like it's quite light green and it has actually slightly orangey, maybe blah, blah, blah. It could be varicosum. Actually, it might be varicosum, like with the way that the leaf at the top is starting to shape, like kind of get those little ears at the top. It could be varicosum, maybe. I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you think you know what it is or if you can help me. But anyways, I believe that's a new leaf. And then actually, if you look right here, it's making another one right there. So I think this one's very happy. Let's look at the blah. Can you see that? That looks pretty good. There's some moss starting to grow up here, but that's fine. Oh, actually, look at that. There's a teeny tiny baby plant growing there with a new leaf as well. So that's awesome. yeah, so this one is gonna stay in here as well because it appears to be happy. Maybe we'll move her. Oop, nice camera work there. Maybe we'll move her over here so she has room to get that leaf that way. This one I'm trying just to have a lot of room for because I don't want it to touch anything while letting this leaf develop. So I'm moving her like maybe like that so it just has a lot of room. And then this one will have to squish the leaf past that because the other ones are just very squished together, whatever. And then this has the new leaf there. So actually these are all the ones that have new leaves, right? Well, I guess that one does too, but I'm moving it anyways. But yeah, so these ones will just stay like that for, I don't know, another week, I guess? I'm not really sure. We'll just leave them there and see what happens. And hope that all those leaves unfurl nicely. And then right now I'm gonna repot these two real quick and then see where I put them. I'm not really sure. Let's go. Right, so are we ready to do another update? It's now been about 2 weeks since the sustainability box arrived at my house, and like a week in, I think we did the update where I repotted 2 of the alocasias and moved them out of the box, and then the rest of the stuff I just left inside of the box. So now it's been 2 weeks, and I think, yeah, well, I'm just going to show you what everything looks like right now. Hold on. So the first thing is the alocasia we moved out last time. Oh, that's smart. I just watered that, so actually let's not move it around so much because the saucer is full of water. So this is that alocasia. I just watered it because it really needed it. I still don't know what this one is. Someone said maybe alocasia gagnia? I don't know. But those leaves look a lot more, they look very different, but it might be just because this one's very juvenile still. Hold on, are we even focused? Yeah, there we go. So I still don't know, but it doesn't really matter. She seems fine. She's adjusted to room humidity, like last time, a week ago then, I moved her out of the box, so she's been just in room humidity, not in the cabinet or anything. She's been in, like, what's it called? Indirect sunlight, actually pretty dark corner, because I thought she might have some kind of pest, right? So I've just moved her to the corner of doom, where I think she's gonna stay for a bit longer until I'm sure that whatever happened here isn't some kind of pest, but it might just be like travel stuff. I also haven't sprayed her. I think that's gonna be the next thing I do if this doesn't, like, if she doesn't grow a new leaf or doesn't improve, I will spray her with my like pesticide stuff and then move her back into her corner. But for now, I will just not change anything. I also think I waited a bit too long with watering this. Yeah, that's that. Actually, let's do the other one that's out of the box next. Let me see. Like, as you can see, the cabinet. Actually, I don't know if anyone saw my Instagram reel, but I did this whole box of Rhaphidophora tetrasperma, and look at this root. It goes from down here diagonally all the way. Actually, is it covering the lid? No, but like, look at that. Why is it doing that? That's so funky. It's going from this node here, we can see the whole thing, up in the sky instead of down into the moss. That is so funky. I think that looks really cool. Anyways, that's not why we're here. Boom, there she is. This I believe to be Alocasia heterophilia, something like that. I wasn't I wasn't home for 2 days, and it's been like 32 degrees here, and I left with everything being still watered and fine, and then when I came back, this one was absolutely completely drooped down and really, really, really thirsty. So I watered it instantly, obviously, but I really hope that that didn't give it any damage. Sorry, I'm just a bit paranoid still about this having some kind of pest, because it is now in the cabinet with all my other stuff. But anyways, it is still growing this huge leaf. That was also super drooped, so I hope it's is still gonna come out okay. Everything else actually looks really good. There's one leaf here that's... Actually, maybe we can peel that off. Let's see. Ugh. Yeah, there we go. So there's one fucked leaf, but it doesn't really matter. I think that's fine. It still looks really good, and it's also like miraculously really recovered from looking like shit. Like, these now have gone back to being, you know, not droopy. So that's really good. I think this one's doing fine, honestly. Actually, might be able to water this again. Like, that was yesterday, and this soil does not look super watered through. Is that a new... Look at that. Can we see that? A little green starter of something. I'm not sure what that is. But yeah, she's just been chilling over here with a little bit of distance between everything else and her. Yeah, but we'll see how that goes. I don't know. I'm really curious about this leaf. Actually, I need to go a bit back. Very curious about this leaf. And I googled it, like, when someone said that it might be Alocasia heterophylla, I googled that one. And it is actually really pretty. Wild Fern has one, and hers looks really nice. Like, when they mature, these leaves, like, this splits. You can already kind of see where it's going to split, and then it has the two little bunny ears at the top and very long silver leaves, which are actually very pretty. So I'm excited for that to mature. Anyways, let's get to the exciting stuff. The box. Let's look at the box. Whoops. Alright, so what I can say is this is Alocasia melanochrysum, I believe. So actually, I'm not sure. But yeah, this one looks really good. Still doing the same. This leaf, I'm pretty sure this was starting to come out at the 1 week update, and it's still not out, but that's okay. This leaf that was coming out before that, I'm pretty sure that also came, like, unfurled while here. Yeah, I think so. Anyways, it's really pretty. It's still doing good. I will leave this one still in here, but other ones I will move out, so there is going to be exciting stuff, don't worry. The Anthurium, I still have no idea what this could possibly be. Or actually, I might need to water this. Hold the phone. I might repot and water this today. Actually, yeah. This is the new leaf that was coming in on that. It still hasn't gotten much bigger, which might be because it's not very well watered. But it doesn't have any damage on it or anything, and looks really good. So it's fine. But let's move that out, actually, because that's gonna get repot, or move it over there. Then we've got the Alocasia, which I think is an Alocasia Ninja. I'm between Alocasia Ninja and Alocasia Black Velvet. But since the leaves, I mean, this one does look slightly purple from the back. This right here, like the biggest one, looks slightly purple. So then it could be Alocasia Black Velvet, but all the other ones look just regular green. So then I think it's Alocasia Ninja, and the leaves are quite round, which is what the Ninja looks like. We'll see once it matures more, but I believe it's Ninja. And this leaf that was coming out, or unfurling, has now mostly unfurled. It's still slightly, like, bent inwards and really soft still, but it's kind of come out and it's really cute. I don't know what this one down here. That looks like a new leaf. Is that from a corm? It's coming from in the soil. That's very exciting. Yeah, I think I'm gonna repot this one too. It's very lopsided, which is the only reason I want to repot it. And we've actually got roots coming out the bottom as well. So I'm gonna upsize this to one of the square pots too. So we've got 2. And then the last thing that I want to do is get this on a pole, the Rhaphidophora tetrasperma, the variegated one. It is starting to, you can see where the aerial roots are starting to want to get out because of the humidity in the box. And this new leaf is still not fully out. We can see it here. Actually, we can see now that I don't think it's variegated. Womp womp. That's okay. Yeah, but I want to move this to a bigger pot. Also because, I don't know, this just seems super tiny. Like, this is such a small pot. Or do I move it on a pole or onto like a stake or a wall? I'm really not sure. I'm gonna have to think on that, but I do want to upsize it because, like, just proportionally, this is a huge plant for this small of a pot. But I do want to keep these little fernsies in there, I think. Hopefully they live, because that's actually really cute. So then, actually, if I do all that, the only one left in the box is the Moanochrysum. That's so lame. I don't really want to do that. Or we'll see. Maybe I will repot the other ones and move them back. Oh, ew, why did I do that? And move them back in here. Yeah, this one doesn't need repotting. Like, sorry, angles. I mean, there is some roots coming out, but it's also still quite wet. I think I must have watered this when it arrived. This one just seems fine. Ooh, look at that. There's an aerial root that's going into the soil. That's quite nice. Oh, and there as well. Ooh, and down. Can you see that? Yeah. That's exciting. Okay, yeah. I will just leave that in there. I mean, it's happy. Why would I move it? It's happy. Okay. So let's move over to the repotting part. Okay, so I just did something slightly silly, but whatever. I have this pot. Hold on, let's move it up a bit. This pot, which I actually think is really pretty, and currently there isn't really anything that's in here that deserves this pretty of a pot. So I had a nursery pot that would have fit, which would have been this one, but it's not clear, and since we're talking about the Rhaphidophora, I really want that to have a clear pot. So I just cut this, hold on, let me show you. It was just a regular plastic cup like this, which would have been too tall. Only slightly though, I really didn't have to do that, whatever. I've just cut one of those, like cut the top off and cut 4 holes. Only 4, I don't know, I don't think I need the other ones, but yeah, I've just cut that to be this size. So this is what we're gonna put the Rhaphidophora into. So let us do that. I don't think I'll do a pole, actually, I've decided. I usually don't have that much soil left. Oopsie. Oh well, but yeah, actually let's first get this out of here. Let's see. Yeah, I don't... Oh, it's super stuck to the sides. I see. Interesting. Let's try to get this out with as little rootage breakage. Oh my god. Do you see that? If that's how the roots are in this whole pot, then I get why she isn't growing bigger leaves or quicker. What was I gonna say? Yeah, I have decided that I'm not gonna do a pole, but I do want it to be attached to something. So I'm thinking, just like the back wall of the cabinet. Is that stupid? I don't know. I can't decide. Ooh, look at that. That is juicy. Hell yeah. Oh, thank God. I was so worried this wasn't going to be healthy, but look at that. That looks amazing. Oh, actually, not that many roots on this end, but I guess she is completely lopsided towards this side. That looks so good. I'm not gonna... Oh, my alarm.
I'm not gonna even disturb this at all. I'm just gonna plop it in exactly how it is. And that's actually so good. Thank fuck. I was so worried that I was gonna unpot that and just have like 2 roots in there. But that is not the case. Thank God. Yes, that's so good. Oh my god. Yeah, and I think it'll be quite happy to be upsized. Probably. Who knows? Yeah, whatever. Let me just do this. I can't focus and talk at the same time. Alright, that is looking gorgeous actually. So we've got a lot more room for her roots to expand. I did preserve the little fern stuff. Didn't put any, or tried not to put any soil on top of them because I think that's so cute and I hope that that survives. And then actually we could... God, this is so hard. What do I do now? I do have like a bamboo stick, but that's then not gonna fit in the cabinet. Hold on, let me put some soil back here and move her like this, so we've got a bit more of a right angle. Okay, that looks good. And then usually what I do, well, or I have a pole still, but then we'll have the whole issue of having to like, I have my Syngonium elbow on a pole and I kind of want to keep this one as an extension for that when it needs it, you know? So I think what I'm gonna do is just use a chopstick. That's always what I do, like when in doubt, use a chopstick, whatever. Okay, so I found these, which are from when I ordered Chinese, and I haven't even broken these apart, like you know how you break them apart, but I think this might actually be perfect if we just stick her back here without breaking them apart, just to give her something to lean onto, you know? Oh, that's so pretty. Look at that. Hold on, let me move you back a bit. Look at that. And she's perfectly in there. One of the aerial roots is like, do you see that? That's just leaning against it. And it's got room to grow at the top. Oh my god, she's gorgeous. Oh, that's so exciting, bro. And then, oh, it's a bit lopsided actually. Because it's a plastic cup, can you see that? It's just not round anymore now. I guess it doesn't matter. Who cares? And then she's gonna just be like this in the cabinet. Oh, that's so exciting. She looks so pretty. Yes. Hell yeah. Okay, that's that. Alright, so I really don't have a lot of soil left, but I'm thinking I might be able to do the other 2 still anyways, because I'm not replacing the soil, I'm just adding to it basically. So I really don't need that much to go around these. Yeah, actually, this is the Alcacia Ninja, which is also looking really good. Like, that looks great. I don't know if that's a corm now, what we had here, but I don't want to disturb this. I'm not going to break it up, so we're not going to be able to check, but whatever. It's just a stick in here. What the hell? Okay. Let's... Oh, right. Well, actually, because she's so lopsided, let's do actually break her up, because I kind of wanted to reposition her a little bit so she's actually straight. Ooh, I think I just broke something. Well, we don't really need to do all that. What am I doing? The corm is like this way. This is how we'd have to go. But I can just do that. Let me just... told her how I want her to go. And then fill this up with soil and see if that works. You can't see anything I'm doing, I'm so sorry. I need to hold this properly and it's quite hard. She's like got a lot of leaves for the size of plant we've got going here, which I'm very excited about. Like, I know my alocasia fried egg always just grows one leaf, then drops one leaf. That's like the cycle. So if this is not going to do that, that's really exciting actually. Right, that's the black velvet. Not very exciting. I've just upsized her, whatever, and then here's that new leaf. It's very exciting. I'm just gonna have her like this. I'm still not sure where I'll put all of these. The location thing, we're still gonna need to... Oh, actually, this is quite soft. Maybe that's why the leaf isn't growing, because it just needed some water. I'm such an idiot. Okay, let's see. Let's try to get this out of here without breaking these roots. It might not be possible. Boom. It was actually possible. Let's go. That looks really good as well. God, I'm so happy that all of these, like nothing rotted, all the root systems are looking great. There's roots, they're growing. God, amazing. Wow. That's so cool, bro. Okay. Really scraping the bottom of this soil bin, but oh, this is so annoying. I just vacuumed my floor, now there's soil again everywhere. God, how could this happen? Okay, I don't know, do people do Ethereum and semi-hydro? I could go pawn with this. I don't know. I'm still experimenting with the pawn thing. The fried egg, did I film that? I did, I know I did. Oh yeah, that would be in this video as well. It's looking really good. I might show you after this. Sorry, I don't know if you can hear me with all this rustling. Yeah, the fried egg's looking really good in the pawn. But yeah, that is my first plant in pawn, so I'm not really sure if that's just luck, you know, that's gone so well. Or if that actually just means that I know how to grow stuff in pawn. Or I know that is definitely not what that means, because I don't know how to grow stuff in pawn. Okay, that's this. The new leaf. Oop, the old leaf. Boom. Okay. I'm gonna water all of that in, and then I'll see you in a second. Okay, so that's the two of them all watered in. And the Rhaphidophora is also watered in. So now we're gonna need to decide where to put all of this stuff. I'm thinking there's a spot right there where my Cebu Blue is in the cabinet, which is outgrowing it. Like you can see here, this newest leaf on the back vine is touching the, or it's not, it must have sunk down, but like it was touching the back, the top glass panel, so I was thinking we could move, okay bro, we could move the Rhaphidophora there, and then keep these two in the bin for now, because I'm keeping the bin alive for the Melanochrysum anyways, so might as well do that, you know? And there is going to be space clearing up in the cabinet soon anyways, like these two, that's succulent propagations, those don't need to be in the cabinet once they've rooted, and yeah, like kind of the pothos I can move out soon enough. Oh right, I wanted to show you the fried egg. Hold on. So there is slightly like this white film on top, like it looks like mold. I don't know if that's bad. It probably is. But like she looks really happy.
Like, sure, this leaf is drooping and that one's fallen off, but that's kind of normal. She's drinking the water for sure, like we see. It's gone like halfway down. I have not refilled this since you saw me. Actually, Nona, stop. This looks slightly rotted. These leaves are, roots are slightly brown, but there is new ones forming. Like that is a really healthy root. There's a healthy root. There's ones growing. Let's go around. Nothing on the other side, I don't think. Or maybe there. Here. Yeah, I don't know, but there is healthy roots coming in. And the newest leaf did unfurl fully and healthily, like this big one. Oh, it's actually so pretty. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Yeah, and it's looking good. And the whole thing of it dropping leaves, like I moved it from, it was shipped, first of all. Then I moved it from soil into pawn and into my cabinet. Like, it went through a lot of changes, so I think that's okay. Yeah, so I'm really happy with how this is doing. Yeah, so I think that's my first successful pawn transfer. I think these like slightly brown roots are not an issue if it's growing new healthy ones. And that is kind of to be expected for some roots to die off. Woo, sorry. When we move it from one substrate to another, so that's whatever. Yeah, so actually let me move her back where she went. Hold on. Okay, let me show you what I did inside the cabinet. So the heterophylla staying where it is, not gonna touch that. I really need to stay on top of watering it. Probably tomorrow it'll need another water. So it already feels super light again. And then I'll properly wash off the leaves because I think this is just dust actually, whatever is on that. Then, next shelf, I did decide to keep the sable blue inside of the cabinet because I just really like how well it's doing and I really love this plant and I don't know. I'm just worried that if I move her out, she won't do as well, which is bullshit because it's a sable blue. It doesn't need that much humidity or that much light, but I just really like how she looks and there's a new leaf on both vines right now and it's just exciting, so I want to keep her in here. She is fallen off of this stake, or actually even if she's on there, it fits. Ooh, wait, actually that's even better. Yeah, let's do that. It's not actually attached to the pole, it just kind of somehow stays up there because of the way that it's grown. It's kind of like this, like a curve, and then I just leaned it against the chopstick once again. But I really like how that looks. Boom. And she's sharing the spotlight now with the Rhaphidophora. So that should be getting some light from the grow lights, which are all the way up, but yeah, so they get a bit less than, like, say, the Frydek, but I think that's good. It's fine. And then at some point, when I moved the Pothos, Enjoy probably, I still forget always what it is, but yeah, once I moved that out, this could go up there. Or should I swap them now, actually? Hold on. Okay, so I changed my mind. This is the top shelf, right? So I moved the Pothos, whatever, and now I've kind of created like a holy little variegated section. We've got the Monstera High Constellation, which has given me a new leaf, which I'm excited about because this was the last one. Whatever happened to that? I don't know. Someone ate it. Oh yeah, right, and it kind of has thrips, right? Well, we're going back into the corner of doom. I might respray that, but because I think... Let me show you. Can we see this? There. That. I think that is thrips. But I have sprayed it before, and I think it's fine. I really don't know. And now it's given me this upside down leaf for some reason. Actually, let me move that. It's giving me anxiety now. It's given me this upside down leaf for some reason, but whatever. And this one looks fine. That doesn't look like it has anything, right? I think it was just this leaf, and that is just thrip damage, right?
doesn't have thrips anymore. Or does it? Maybe I'll just move it to my windowsill in the other room because I really don't want these other ones to get thrips. Fuck. Okay, well, this is a problem child. I will spray it, yeah. It's giving me anxiety. Stay away. Anyways, actually let me wash my hands. I don't want to touch anyone else with thrip fingers. Okay, we've recovered. Anyways, so still, even without the Monstera Thai constellation, this is kind of the variegated section now. So we've got the Alocasia Frydek, which of course is the star of the cabinet. Beautiful. Then I've put the Rhaphidophora tetrasperma variegated in the back here. So it gets some pretty intense light there to hopefully restore the variegation, because that would just be really exciting. Sorry, I don't know why I'm out of breath. That's so embarrassing. Maybe move her a bit to the right so we can have like an actual... Oh, sorry, you can't see shit. Like, there. For a bit more in. So they're actually just in the middle. That's perfect. And then I've put these two here, which are the succulent propagations. I've put an Instagram reel, or I don't know if that's up yet, of me fixing my succulent situation, and then these two kind of came out of that, and I'm propagating those. So they stay here. And then I've got a little Syngonium albo over here, which hasn't grown in a while, but it's cute still. So that's the top shelf. Middle shelf, the pothos is in the shower right now because some of the leaves were quite dusty. So I decided to give it a shower, so that's gonna go here though. And then we've got the pothos, completely not what that is. We've got the sable blue, just until it reaches this shelf, then I have to move it out. But until then, it can stay there. So that's exciting. That's there. And then I've got a, peperomia, watermelon peperomia, which I did also kill. You can see where all the leaves fell off, but it is regrowing, so that's just kind of over here. I just think this leaf is really cute. We'll see how that fares. And then actually let me update you on the bottom shelf, which was my like problem child / propagation shelf. And we've got some very exciting updates here. So obviously this one, which I need to shower off next time I water it. Then in the back there, that's Rhaphidophora tetrasperma. Again, that's the original plant where I cut off all the propagations, and this is just the rest of it. I thought I'd keep it just to see if anything grows. No progress there so far, so this one's an actual mite trash, but whatever. This is Monstera adansonii, where also I cut off the entire plant, and this was the bottom stick, and it's growing a leaf here and a leaf here. 2 leaves. Exciting. These two are from when I rescued a Monstera deliciosa, just a regular one. They were wet sticks. There was no leaves on these. So we got all this while they were in water, and then I potted them into soil, and then since then, Since then, we've gotten this one that's coming out, and this one, so 2 new leaves since moving into soil. What? Why can't I talk today? That's actually crazy. This one, also looking really cute. I actually thought this would look better, but it hasn't grown yet, but that's fine. It still looks good. This one is now overtaking this one in my favorite one of these because it's growing, duh, and it has 2 kind of in there, so that's exciting. But this is still cute and it's still alive. It just hasn't grown anything. This is the last one from that Monstera rescue situation, and it was just a wet stick. And that is growing there, and up here. So, what the hell is that? And then these 2 are propagations that were potted into soil. I don't know if these have grown, actually. It's kind of hard to tell, to be honest. Oh, I might have to water that, actually. In fact, I will water that. Holy. That is a new leaf, maybe? That's kind of not possible. I don't think these have grown so much. But, yeah, that's wet. But this one needs water.
Yeah, whatever. And this I showed you, right? Like the weird crazy root there. Exciting! Anyways, so the only thing I moved out of the cabinet now is this Syngonium, I think it's Wayedii. I don't like how this is growing anyways, because for some reason it didn't unfurl that leaf and then just made a new one. I don't know what's going on. And it's got this really long stem, which I guess is good. So I'm thinking of just chopping this off and propagating it and then sticking that, maybe some wet sticks in with the Rhaphidophora and some kind of water propagation just somewhere on this shelf. Yeah, so I'm gonna do that, but let's finish the update on the sustainability box. God, I'm doing a million things at the same time. Okay, so we're moving this to the corner, and then we're moving this one in there, corner style as well. And this one kind of this way so that if this leaf gets bigger, it has room. Boom. Okay, that's how those are gonna stay. Ta-da! And then this has just been sitting off to the side here. It gets enough light, probably, I don't know. We'll see. But actually, while we're at updates, I'll show you the rest of this Monstera stuff. Because the actual big ones are over in this room. We've got this one, which is the biggest one I have, but also the one with the most thrip damage. You can see where I sprayed it here. It did have thrips, and it's not grown yet, but it has a bunch of roots in there, and I think it's probably fine. Ooh, sorry, there's a bunch of tomato starters here, so I don't mind that. Yeah, but it looks pretty fine. It's not lost any of these leaves. It's also not started to grow anything, but that's okay. This is where the succulent is, by the way, and the pilea. Anyways, in the other windowsill, we've got this one, which also hasn't grown anything, is not showing any sign of growing anything. It's very weirdly quite high up in here. I remember this having a lot of roots, so I had to, I don't know. It was a bit weird. It's whatever. But it's not grown anything. But this one, also very sprayed because it was completely thripped up, is growing a new leaf. This is where my cactus is also. Blah. Yeah, so it's unfurling this, and it's looking to get, like, I don't know, it looks like it's gonna get quite big. Are we even in focus? I can't tell. Can you see what I'm showing you? It doesn't look like that, bro. I don't know. Oh well, but it's growing a leaf, and that's very exciting. And actually, my dragon, no, what's it? Philodendron Ring of Fire, I think, also completely fucked with thrip damage. You can see the brown bits on the sides here and everywhere. Growing a new leaf. Exciting. Although it does once again look like, is that like a rip, a tear in it? Or is that just the texture of the leaves? I'm not sure, but it's growing a new leaf, so that's exciting. And then the last one in this room is my Alocasia Micholitziana, the regular one. Oh fuck, no, I touched it with my thrip hands. Idiot. Oh my god. I'm gonna use my other hand. Because I think this one's fine. Like, I've sprayed this one too, and I'm pretty sure it had thrips or something. Or maybe not. Like, look, that actually looks quite good. Yeah, but it was struggling. Like, it wasn't growing anything in a long time. And now we've got a leaf starting to grow here. So that's very exciting. And there's also, I think from a corm there, some growth. So that's super duper exciting. I'm very happy with that. Finally some growth on this. Right, so I think that was everything. We've got everyone that's up there. Just waiting for the pothos to dry till I put that back in, otherwise we get all the water spots on the glass, even though the glass is dirty anyways. But yeah, that's the updates on that. Those are still in there. I moved the Thai constellation over to my other room, in a corner like next to the tomatoes, so it can't infect anyone, right? And now the only thing I have to do is deal with this, and then I also want to repot my snake plant, and then I think I'm done for today with plant stuff. Yeah, I'm not sure I'm gonna film that, but anyways, yes.